But I guess so. I'm just gonna have to be well prepared to have a major attempt to go for a new one after finishing from the fourth race is now being claimed on the green check mark. So let's do it and do the penultimate on race number 4 on road cars for a turbocharged challenge. Here comes the first corner on turn 1 and 2. Got to go pushing up on the R33 skyline in the blue. Enter the consecutive S turns to go around on turn number 3 through 4. With the style of the Toyota GR86 RC 2021, unlike the Subaru BRZ-S for the same kind of a different dispenser camp fan art livery with Alley, and also for Tess, being perfectly is now chosen for the GR86 RC is a good sports car just like Ellie in the GR Colora that have a different kind of a model. It turns out to have a good style in black and trim on the orange is a very good chosen by the character's personality from season 2 that turns out to have a depression vibe and going in to have a well improved behavior in positive way on season 3 in All Stars. But not to mention because this style is very much more well indeed to have this fan art livery for only one road car to be part to have a lineup for Dream Art livery style dispenser to be participate on different events including the race of turbo sports car. Here comes the spoon curve. Got to go on the brake. Have turn 13 and 14 to go overtake on the 2022 Honda Civic Type R driven by T. Labutue. Making much more boosting up the effort. Going on slipstream. Okay, got to go squeeze right in. That's what I'm talking about. Good overtake. Patient comes with a lineup. Moving on to the 9. Got to go approaches on the Castillo Triangle until P. Leonore in the same R33 skyline with a different tuner style variation. Okay, good handling, and down to the gap distance on 20 seconds to go forward into 19, and lap number 2 will be on the way. Let's see how the radar is now being on the monitor in case of the weather forecast to be coming around. No sign of rain, but it's all good for now. Daytime and sunny day is very much more enjoyable without a few chance of rain. Thank goodness for racing intermediate tires in case of the surface to go for a little bit more slippery to keep a good grip on the traction. Got to slow down a little bit, just have to go and catching up to Ichikawa in about 7.4 seconds to go by proceeding in sector 2. Okay, gonna have to go dive onto the danger curve, keep up the good straight, and find a good line to be in the masterful of the art of masterpiece. 10 seconds to go. Just have to embrace it and give it one single more expression to have a good place, to have a good roll, to be rolling in, and have that style to go action on the course. So coming up in about 4.6 seconds to catch up to Iko Fraga in the Toyota Super RC 1997. There he is right now. He's coming out exit from the spoon curve to take the straightaway to catch up onto the 6th position driver. So let's give some few other Gran Turismo competitors to have a warm welcome and represent for Tess from Dispenser Camp. 4th sector, time to go out and out from depression and make it well improved. So I hope the skill of the sportsmanship rating will have to keep it well monitored in case a few other opponents will have to put up with some tactics to go on a major offense to go contest it. But you know, I just took the first one and then I just have to make a new one before the start of the recording session at this clip, so I just really might need to have time and drink some green tea to calm my mental well-being to go by regain recovery. But even so, green tea is good for you. You should try it sometimes. It could have to go reduced to beat that depression. So it's getting closer to Takuma Minosono in the Subaru WRX STI Type S in about 5th position, followed by Shosei Serrano is on the 3rd. Just have to keep it nice and steady. Try not to go oversteer. That's the ticket. 4 more remaining. Back on the danger curve. Got to keep it careful and proceed with caution. Okay, that's good. Recently from the faster lap time on 2 minutes, 20.719 seconds by entered earlier during lap number 3. But I still barely got this. Every car always have to become a contender to face up with some few other Japanese road car and American cars as well, especially European, just like the Mercedes AMG GTR 2017 is now being seen on the 3rd position. Just have to keep it nice and calm. Go competent. Overtake the R34 Skyline by coming exit at turn number 14 at the Spoon Curve. Okay, here's some several light percentage change of rain coming in, folks. The clouds are about to be moving in. Okay, go for the Castillo Triangle. Nice and neat. But looks like Ryuta Kokubun is on the 1st position in the lead. Now all I have to do is going to keep it up and watch the gap before currently to be entered on the 4th lap. Might go for a little bit more push. But still have plenty of horsepower to make it more adjusted before the start of the 2nd clip by the secondary. Okay, I see him right now at the 4th distance at the consecutive S turns. Okay, that's 1 down, 2 to go. Now with a 4 Sierra RS 500 Cosworth. Just have to stay on the outside along with Shosei Serrano. Make that good acceleration throttle to go up the line and make it clear on turn number 7. Have that danger curve to be checked and proceed. I totally got this and make it to the next sector to be heading back on number 3. Got to pull well on the brake and proceed on turn 11. This will be doing 1 encore as a challenger to see how it turns out to be driving with the Toyota GR86 RC. But after all, the only thing to have a main possible challenges to go face up with the Maserati MC20 2020 driven by Kai D. Berlin. But exactly, I just really might need to have that spare part of the template that I just really have to go prefer to have my main focusing in this part of the segment before the 2nd one to become as my very own complete edition. But development is my main source of occupation, is gonna do some masterpiece and make it well fixed to be good as new. But it's almost there. Just have to go to the final lap and make that next turn around on the Castillo Triangle. Gotta keep a good eye on the RE Mira FD3S RX7 to go to the 5th and final lap. Still not yet to be achieved a new faster lap time, folks. I still barely got this and go for the chase. have to go closer on the first corner. Make it quick and be patient to go stronger on the contested. Okay, Kokobun is slowing down. Got to keep that good skill of the sportsmanship rating to be well up and modest to be normal. Okay, back on turn 7. Okay, danger curve coming in. Just have to go for a mid-condition, holding one suspension cam fan art livery to go focusing in the lead. But good thing Kokobun still have a lot of plenty of horsepower to be giving a well spare amount. Okay, looks like gonna have to take a little bit more offense. Come on, just have to go kick it up in the medium gear. Here comes the spoon curve. This will be my chance. But barely gonna have to keep a good hold down the fort. Make that exit to go straight away to be forward, up, and coming. Yes! Good successful and good modest concentration to go clear by the opening. Final sector in number 4 and Castillo Triangle is now being available to be entered to have a good performance on the right side of the apex in the track. Now for the final stretch, gotta have to keep a good watchful eye on the gap, and checker flag is now being cleared on race number 4. That's what I'm talking about, folks. This will be doing a different attempt and different part of the challenge onto the same track and same event for the weekly challenges. Race number 4 is in the can and already done. Now that's what I call as a contender turbocharged vehicle is now being well claimed and total time in 11 minutes, 50.254 seconds, and the faster lap time I took recently from lap number 2. 2 minutes, 20.719 seconds. So 2 different kinds of dispenser cam fan art liveries for only Subaru and Toyota all together to have 2 different characters in one part of the video segment. 105,000 Gran Turismo credit is now being done and cleared by having a prize money to be up and double in 50% of a clean race bonus. That's 62.7 miles for a total amount of today, and I can hardly wait to have that part of the replay segment to get it fixed and make it update. Just have to pause right here and make it a captured thumbnail. Well, perhaps it turns out very well to have some racing intermediate tires to go by extra reinforcement in case of weather forecasts to be coming around in the rain. But maybe Racing Soft compound tires might be willing to help both, but if possible, just had to let you guys know to have some sports and racing rain tires to go for extra help of reinforcement. Now it's about to be ready to go on the racing category in number 5 at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit for the World Touring Car 800. Time for the trip down memory lane for my full walkthrough and grab myself to be using for the 2010 Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 with the UDRS Inspirtech livery. It'll be adding up with a high-end torque supercharger to go adjusted and make it a good 788 horsepower. Will be ready up and go for a well emotional moment to have a 10-lap challenge. Viewers, this will be doing a full lineup to go for an all-out Group 3 competition to be embraced to have a single GT1 race car will take the final stage in this part of the weekly challenges to go finish in 3rd place or higher. I've been waiting for this all day and have that segment to go well done and do the progress to be well checked by 100% complete. Time for an encore and go competition to have a good emotional moment. Let's get started and embrace it for a single GT1 race car to go all out, fuse a competition with some few other Group 3 cars on individual. Got to pull the brake and do the first turn, then turn number 2. Got to stay behind on Angel Inestrosa in the Porsche 911 RSR Type 991 2017. Here comes the third turn. Going to be proceed and onward around on turn number 4. Okay, very good force of the feedback, and make it will respond as the view map will go maintain 3. Okay, close call. Got to slow down on turn number 5 before entered on sector 2. Here comes the S turns. Got to be patient and find a good opening to overtake Adam Wilkes' position in the Ford GT race car 2018. That's the ticket. Now going 400 meters straightaway by sector 3 entrance. Deaccelerate and keep the center of the gravity to go around before it approaches onto the hillside right corner. Okay, very good. Almost there to overtake the Ferrari 458 Italia GT3 driven by Simon Bishop in the 15. Going in on sector 4. Now I'm in the 15 and catches up just like the last time when I was doing the full walkthrough onto the same car, same track, and same event. Okay, I got some 3 other Group 3 cars on the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3, Mazda RX Vision GT3 Concept, and Honda NSX Group 3. Going in on the second lap, faster lap time claim in 2 minutes, 3.568 seconds. So I know the simple choice of the strategy, folks, but everything is coming very different. Okay, change up the power 1 and fuel is at 78%. Gonna have to stay on the maintain and hold the fort. Valio Gallo is on the 12. Gonna have to catch up to him, and the sun also rises. Nice. It's only down to 23 seconds to go. Got to keep going and stay concentration to be around on few corners by elevation and do the strategy. Back on sector 3. Just have to keep a good center on the line and deaccelerate around on gear number 5 and make it well boosted on the 6th gear. Respond to torque and feedback is the key of success. That's why I've been playing for myself is gonna have to get a very good weekly challenges. We'll do the best encore. Okay, back on sector 4. In about 2.7 seconds to catch up to Nicholas Grubiller in the BMW M6 GT3 Endurance model. I see him right now. Rest of the drivers to go earlier on the 3rd lap. Okay, check that line and go on turn 2. Just have to be proceed with caution when you're on the inside near at the apex. Alright, good pass on the BMW, almost there, and make it a good push exit on turn 4. That's 2 minutes, 2.607 seconds for the new record of the faster lap. Okay, very good to see some few other GT3 race cars might be underestimated by a single GT1 race car, but a high-end torque supercharger is being optimized and make it a good supercharged acceleration. Despite of the turbocharged vehicle that might have to do some efficiency work to go adjusted and climb up with a peak of the torque. That's why every other Group 3 cars always have a GT1 race car who will be doing a very good moment to catch up with some few other cars onto the same event. So I'm on the 9th position. Time to catch up to Martin Grady in the Evolution version on the Audi R8 LMS 2019. Okay, let's do on to the 4th sector. Let Mikhail Isal pass and stay behind on him in position 7. Keep up the good pace and watch a good eye onto Toyota's GR Supra Racing Concept. One pit stop will do the best effort and just have the pit lane entry to go applied by the patient liner. 4th lap coming in. Still got this and just have to keep a good exact acceleration and respond handling. Update on the record that I just took in 2 minutes. 1.976 seconds is a good thrill of the faster record attempt. Only 4 more to go. Ed Portilla in the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R in the lead, followed by Bosby Fury Forest in the Mercedes AMG GT3 2016, followed by M. Mendoza in the Aston Martin D12 Vantage GT3, and Lucas Ordonez in the Nissan GTR GT3 2013 model. But I can hardly feel it to have a one good embraced UDRS Inspirtech livery to be currently to be placed on the fifth. The strategy, patient, and competent to go exactly by the main part of the game plan. Going back on the 3rd sector, now it'll have to be slowed down and stay in the 5th gear. Okay, very good oversteer averted. Now for the push for the GTR. Climbing up and make it to the top. But I can hardly feel it to have a good supercharger to go exactly by the game. This race always about to have a good practice for every Group 3 cars with upgraded parts to have a turbocharger or high-end torque supercharger will do the best effort. But the 3 of them are about to be entered the pits. Now is my best call and proceed onward to be in the 5th lap. We'll go halfway mark. So all I have to do is going to be patient until the fuel is about to get low soon in exactly at least 10%. But it'll have to go over by over 10%, might have a go recommendable to be using the pits. Hard compound tires is doing well grip and doing well efficiency to stay on the maintained endurance. So I'll have to build up some more defense and just have to go enter to the pits at any time. But you know your part, and every part of the racing strategy is going to have to get yourself prepared to have this race and the challenge on the World Touring Car 800. That's 5.9 seconds update on the total gap and going applied by the acceleration to stay in the lead. But there yet, and still have to keep a good center of the gravity before coming down when you're on the 400 meter straight. Okay, it's going to be a little bit low on fuel. Just have to be stopped at 5th lap and make it ready up to go on racing compound tires available to be using on the medium and soft. decision we'll have to go by determined to make it well efficient and prove to go longer by the last hit endurance. Okay, here comes the notification. It's about time. Dan, go to the pits. Just have to slow here and go on racing soft tires to have my crew to be ready up and have that recommended fuel to be stopped by over 90%. So I'll have to sit back and wait, and then Lucas Ordonez will be the second one to coming in. Igor Fraga is in the lead, Mikhail Pisal on the second. Now for Ed Portilla is climbing up onto the third position. Bosby Boris is now being on the fourth, Mendoza on the fifth, and 100% to be set and good to go. Okay, now I'm on the 6th and 13 seconds to go remaining. Racing Soft compound tires are being checked and going ready up. But this will be doing an outlap, so I just really have to get back onto the top position, onto the third position or higher. But I still have 4 more laps to go remaining, folks. I'm always getting warmed up and challenge myself whenever it takes to have a good Group 3 competition. There's Mendoza on the Aston Martin V12 Vantage GT3 2012. He's on the 5th, and Boris as well onto the 4th. Just have to hold the line, hold the throttle, and make it a good push. Alright, hillside right corner, slide around, apex in. But I still really have a lot of good potential ways to beat my own record by exactly under 2 minutes. Still around by 2 minutes, 1.976 seconds, we'll have to feel the force and just have to go by the luck of fortune. But it'll have to do right now because new day and just have to go for a slightly relaxation to get back on the competition to go average by the race. Okay, Mikhail Pisal is at the pits. I'll have to take the third position. 3 more to go. Got a good eye on the Dodge Viper SRT GT3R on the second. Just have to be patient and going exit on turn 2. Okay, very nice. And fortune favors the pace. But even so, record not yet to be placed by having an outlap in 1 minute, 59.928 seconds. Now for the hard part, we'll have to go faster and make it well embrace it. But this track, we'll be on the way for having a next lap time challenge. We'll be using the Afila Prototype 2024 after the Sakota Vision Gran Turismo at Watkins Glen International Long Course. But we already did it, and I just already did it for only 1 session at a time to go by less. Okay, close call by having a reach of the 6th gear. I just have to keep a good monitor lookout to go by reduce. Okay, back in the lead and stay in the first position. The Racing Soft Tires is doing well by exactly remaining by 90%. 10 seconds left. He'll have to go by over 2 minutes. Just have to be patient and make it more faster. Okay, almost good enough. That's 2 minutes with a decimal of .482. Lap number 8, here I come, and go for only 2 more remaining. Okay, gonna have to go by power 2 to straighten up. More paces and more lap time record is all I need. Okay, S turns clear. Sub Racing compound tires will always have to keep wearing down onto the effect duration. Okay, there we go by the feedback respawn. Going uphill climb. Stay on the line in one piece to be proceed right back on sector 4. It's only down to over 50%. Just have to keep a good watchful eye on the tire wear as I ever done this before, and just have to keep a good monitor by strategy. So the total gap is now being currently by the place when I'm in first place is 13 seconds to go up in about 14 seconds for the decimal of 0.1 seconds as well. The penultimate lap will be on the number 9 before the final lap will be coming in soon to have a good set of the elapsed record is now being placed by 1 minute 58.647 seconds. That's very good. And have that part of the clip will go for a final paycheck to go for a May Day month. So I have a monitor surveillance on the grid for Ed Portillo and Bosby Boris at the pits for the second time. Still have some recommend refuel requirements to go by 48%, and for Boris will be going up at 44%. But the strategy and sportsmanship rating always have to be practiced and make it well simulated to be improved by default. That's why I'm always not coming around in sport mode because of my plans of the full walkthrough that I just need to do some unfinished business. That's why I'm having some full walkthrough and doing some licensed centers to take the first step, and driving missions in the human comedy will have to take 8 races by 1 hour per day. But I don't know how longer should I have to take much longer. But I can still much more have time to be available and have that weekly challenges to be well done and get a finish. So it's almost there. This race will be over soon. Got to go mean 6 and push us off to be entered onto the final lap will be on the way. So the Saab Racing compound tires is at 25% to go over and less. So I'll have to keep everything to do this so far, then just have to take one more lap and have enough defense to go on the gap. But it takes time. Patience is the key to save plenty amount of fuel and tire wear to come around. So here comes the 5th turn. Now going in back on sector 2. The spectators are cheering on for Team UDRS Insportec for the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 2010 is staying strong in the lead for the World Touring Car 800. Only 2 more sectors remaining by finishing up onto the second sector to go proceed again onto the third sector. Okay, very good response on the elevation down the hill, then have the hillside corner to be on the proceed forward to be on number 15. Okay, it's about to get a little bit much more tearful. I'm just really gonna have to go to the final sector, and it all comes down to this. Just have to go for a super pace of the UDRS Insportec to take a grand finale. Sacrifice will count and go downhill to the final turn. There's the checker flag. Gonna claim the podium, and first place is on the 5th check mark, is 100% event complete. I did it, folks. Race number 5 in the weekly challenges in the first week of May is done and done for yesterday, and the next day is now being right on the track. 20 minutes, 46.553 seconds, and lap number 8 for the fastest lap record I took is 1 minute, 58.647 seconds. Now that's a good encore competition at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit in the Grand Prix track. 252,000 GT credits is now go by the clean race. And this is very more happy indeed. 500,000 GT credits will be on the way to be proceed on to the reward challenge by competing in 5 events with 3 same tickets in different kind of a credit. But the May Day is clear, and one last replay will have to take a good exactly footage out there to be on the daytime to go shine like a competitive racer. But in that case, that will be doing more enjoyable to see the DBR9 is now coming again for the second time for Team Insportec. But the thumbnail image surely does has a good placement in the front view. Okay, it's all done for now. What a tough day out there, folks, for only one single weekend from Friday and Saturday for this part of the segment. But taking a break is very important to go and have some drink of green tea. We'll have to be regained and have our mental well-being to go regain to normal. But very good to have some 5 events. We'll do some different challenges. It's now being done and done. 4 road cars and a single Group 3 car in the World Touring Car 800 at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit is a good start for the first week of May. Let's go back to the GT Garage, and Hat myself will be ready to have a moment in reward challenge is about to be available by the notification. 16 gifts are now being available, so I'll have to take 3 credit tickets to go by adding up with the collection. So receive 500,000 plus 200,000 is now giving a good grand total of 800,000. That's good for now. 44,970,574 GT credits. And plus, one 3-star roulette ticket is available from the expiration date on June 2nd, 2024. But I'll have to receive the gift right now earlier and choose which of the good prize should I receive. Okay, so much for the 500,000 Gran Turismo credit to be received as an extra, but 10,000 will make it an average Joe. But almost to be reaching up by 45 million that I can hardly feel it. Now for the 4-star ticket to be ready and get started to have a lineup to be received for only a single prize at a time. Okay, there's the RE Amira FD3S RX-7 is now being acquired and being stored to the garage to have a same kind of a tuner car. So yet another to have another FD3S RX-7 might be a very good compatible to have a green type of variation from Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift. But I'll have to keep it for a while, and that will be a very good fortune of a collection, just like the same kind of a different tuner car from the Nissan Silvia S15 as the NOB S15. Second 4-star coming up. Let's see. Okay, so that's another 10,000 Gran Turismo credit. That would be my guess, and having a good 20,000 in total along with 800,000 to have some 3 types of credit tickets. Third 4-star coming up. Let's make some good luck of fortune. That's 300,000, and that would be having a received prize in 50,000 and 800,000 GT credits to be having a combo of total. But 45 million added with 20,000, 574 credits is good to be our last arrival to be back on track and make it for 10 mil. 4-star coming up. Come on, just give me 100,000 to be on the main gold bullion. It just already passed by, and that's another 30,000 gram. I knew it, and silver kind of a common. Okay, so only 4-star remaining, and just have to save for only one 6-star engine is being remained. But this will be a high stake risk. Yes, very good, and make it rain to have a 500,000 Gran Turismo credit on the gold rarity type. That's good, halfway there towards 46 million. Now for the next 4-star coming up. I guess if I had to receive a Bugatti invitation, that would be available, and I was right. That's a good available on the invitation, so I'll have to get another Bayron. Is gonna have to do a different kind of a color scheme. So that will be it for now. 1 3-star and 6 4-star is now being received along with the credit ticket is now giving a grand total by 9 times. So folks, it's a very good tough busy day out there from Friday and Saturday in this part of the segment. But I know, I just really might need to take a break and get back to do some continuation when I last left off and make it like a complete edition of my very own. 2 events by brand new, and 3 events will go with the usual. For only 2 types is being well shared to have the Toyota GR86RC at Suzuka Circuit for the Race of Turbo sports car, and the Subaru BRZ S 2022 at Tokyo Expressway Central Clockwise for the Japanese FR Challenge 450. Plus for only 2 events by brand new at the Trial Mountain Circuit for the American FR Challenge 550 will go American style to be in the reverse direction, and of course the Lamborghini Urus 2018 will take the second time at Lake Louise Long Course to go driving on the snow. And for the last, WTC 800 at Autodrome Lago Maggiore Circuit for the Aston Martin DBR9 GT1 with the UDRS Inspirtech livery, just like last time that I just been here for only one part of the full walkthrough. But the weekly challenges is all I need to have a good practice, competitive, and take that depression is all I need to go by well expression to myself. But I know, I just really love to go focusing on racing in the track with the cars itself is all we have to do is going to be well respectful and be like a competitive Gran Turismo player. So I'll have to be ready to move on and go forward to be proceed at the end of the video, so I'll have to wrap this up at the end. And remember folks, I still have a lot of time to go participate in the license center by starting out in National B license to go for a Master Edition. Spec 2.0 for only one latest update since November 2023 as I'm about to be ready up and go advanced education to go by basic to go advanced. So thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeepNet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. And don't forget to check it out, all of my screenshot images on UDRS Insportech, Vision Total Drama, and DreamArt Libre Style Dispenser presented by myself, Hyperion-Blue-GT, as you may ever welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.